Listen to this podcast now
on the Red Apple Podcast Network. The Leadership Thread with Dr. Peggy Polonus.
I'm Dr. Peggy Polonus. Join me on each episode where I unravel the story that shaped leaders, tracing the thread that led them where they are today. Because leadership isn't born in adulthood. And thank you once again for joining us on the Leadership Thread, education, ethics, and sustainability.
Download all of Red Apple Media's podcasts right now through your favorite podcast platform.
Excuse me! Taxi!
Come on, what are you doing? This is the 77 WABC minicast.
What a dangerous job that is, being the president of the United States. You know, they ran the numbers. There is something like a 17.9% chance, if you're president of the United States, that you're going to be shot or killed. Shot and or killed. Yeah, a couple of people have been shot and survived. Reagan, Trump. Other people have been shot and killed. Let's see here. Kennedy, McKinley, Lincoln, and who's the other one? I feel like there's another one. I know there's another one. Wait a second. Lincoln, McKinley, right? Shot and killed. Who else? Kennedy. Now, who's the fourth one? Damn it. Anybody know? McKinley. There had to be another one. I'll get back to you on that. That was JFK actually talking about physical fitness. But JFK and assassinations, I'm fascinated by the assassination. Who else got shot? Do you know? Who else? Who? Oh, Garfield. Who the hell's Garfield? Garfield did? Yeah, James Garfield. Wait a second. McKinley. Who was killed in Butler? Who was killed in Buffalo? Garfield? McKinley. Where the hell was Garfield shot? Oh, in the Union Station. Yeah. Why were they angry at him? I don't know. But it was Garfield.
Remember,
yeah. Well, here we have something about the motive of the shooter the other night at the White House Correspondents' Dinner. The deranged White House Correspondents' Dinner shooting suspect Cole Allen may have been triggered by the Iran war when he stormed the event and allegedly tried to assassinate President Trump and other top administration officials, according to a new Department of Homeland Security intelligence report. But by the way, that's true. So if you add all the guys up who have been shot, it's about a 17% chance, if you're president of the United States, that you're going to be shot and possibly killed in office. And you compare that to any other profession, the most dangerous profession, forest fire, firefighters, climbing out of helicopters, right? I mean, very dangerous. But the death rate is far lower than a president. Same for race car drivers. Same for cops. Very interesting. A preliminary assessment by the department's Office of Intelligence and Analysis dated April 27 stated that Allen had multiple social and political grievances with the Trump administration and concluded that the conflict in Iran may have contributed to his decision to conduct the attack. The report, marked as critical incident note, was first obtained by Reuters and offers the clearest evidence yet on a possible tipping point that led to the heinous attack. The suspect criticized U.S. actions in the war in several social media posts. Prosecutors and court documents have alleged that Allen disagreed with Trump politically and wanted to fight back against government policies and decisions that he found morally objectionable. He sent an anti-Trump email to his family members just moments before the April 25th shooting, in which he called himself the friendly federal assassin and appeared to refer to the president as a traitor. He just listens to cable news, just listens to MSNBC. Allen, 31 years old, a Caltech graduate, is charged with multiple felonies, including attempt to assassinate the president of the United States, assaulting an officer of the United States with a deadly weapon, transportation of a firearm, and discharging a firearm during a crime of violence. He's in a lot of trouble, but the judge is committed to getting him into a nicer prison cell. They think he's been treated too harshly in jail. Apparently more harshly than the January Sixers, and the January Sixers are the ultimate evildoers in the minds of the swamp. Nothing lower than a January Sixer, and there was nothing worse than pardoning the January Sixers, according to the swamp. I think it's one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen, that pardon that he signed on the very first night in office. And a lot of my friends, personal friends now, Enrique Tarrio, out of jail. Love that guy. Not a racist, not a white supremacist. I would have nothing to do with a racist or a white supremacist. And it's just not a thing. It's just not a thing. The Proud Boys are good old boys. All right, they're a little bit politically incorrect. Sure, they drink too much at times, and I don't think that's the best thing in the world. But they're good guys. Leave them alone. Keep your eye on Enrique Tarrio. He may be coming back in a big way. Can we go back, if you don't mind, to the Obama interview, please? All right, I'd like to pick this up. This snob, what is he up to? What is he really getting at here? What is his objective? How many yachts can you water ski behind, Gordon? Go ahead.
Restoring some sense of the Justice Department being independent in making judgments about specific cases and prosecutions. I would consult with Eric Holder, with my Attorney General, all the time around broad policy issues. But that's different than who do you charge, what case do you bring. Second thing is the military. Don't politicize our military. As president, you are commander-in-chief. You are responsible for directing our military. But there had been a whole series of norms that were in place to ensure that you weren't trying to make that military loyal to you as opposed to the Constitution and the people of the United States. We're going to have to find mechanisms to restore that.
Let me stop right there. No, the military actually is supposed to be loyal to the president. They've done this con job about loyalty to the Constitution over loyalty to the president. And I know this will sound like horrifying to certain people, but they haven't bothered to look at the paperwork, and they haven't bothered to even think about the situation. So the oath of office for and I'm not talking about the ceremonial oath, right, which is basically a photo op. I'm talking about the documents that you actually sign and that are given to you to be in the military as a commissioned officer. It's all about obeying the President of the United States and the Secretary of Defense. And we need that. You absolutely need that. Otherwise, what happens? And this isn't constitutional. Oh, no, it's not. The military is calling the shots over the president. And that's what happened to him. And he went along with it. And I can prove it.
Roger Stone here. Every day you wait, your money loses value, but gold and silver don't follow those same rules. American Sovereign Bullion gives you access to a nationwide wholesaler network, helping you secure aggressive pricing on real physical metals. Call 844-272-2428 now to get your free gold and silver guide to learn how to protect your wealth with physical gold and silver, delivered right to your door or with a gold IRA. Visit ASBGold.com. That's ASBGold.com for your free gold and silver guide today.